A landmark release today of documents from the early history of the Latter-day Saint movement involving the original printing of the Book of Mormon. Sam Penrod is live at Temple Square with more on today's announcement. Sam, this is sure getting a lot of attention.
Yes, Deanie, and this has been a long-term joint project between the LDS Church and Community of Christ, which owns the printer's manuscript of the Book of Mormon, to make this project a reality. And this latest volume of the Joseph Smith papers will give new insight into how the Book of Mormon was published. The printer's manuscript was a backup copy of the original dictation manuscript of the Book of Mormon, published in 1830. While very little of the original manuscript remains, the printer's manuscript is nearly complete.
Anyone who writes about the printer's manuscript or about Prophet Joseph or about the Book of Mormon would want to review this volume. And while it's probably more for the scholarly audience, we think members of the church will find it interesting as well.
Acquired in 1903 by Community of Christ, formerly known as the LDS Church, the two faiths joined together to publish the printer's manuscript in this volume of the Joseph Smith papers.
I am thrilled that both of the church history departments over time have come into such a cordial and collegial relationship. It certainly speaks well of both churches and our ability to reach out and to work together.
The volume also includes photos of a seer stone, which is believed to have been used by Joseph Smith in his translation of the Book of Mormon, which the LDS Church says it has possessed since the 1870s.
Joseph Smith had it originally, then it went to Oliver Cowdery, from him to his widow, and from his widow to Phineas Young, who was the brother of Brigham Young. Phineas gave it to Brigham, and then Brigham kept it during the rest of his life.
Church historians say while photos of the stone are being published for the first time,
we felt that in order to connect a very visual, uprising generation to the past, it was good to include pictures.
The seer stone will not become part of a public display.
Because it's a sacred object, we had to decide how to balance showing it appropriate reverence on the one hand, and on the other hand, making it available so people could see it. We decided that a color photograph would be a good way of making it available.
And the LDS Church has an in-depth article on the history of the seer stone that will be published in the church's Ensign magazine in October. However, there is an online link available now, and we posted that on KSL.com.
All right.